At school, I quickly became known as the Uni-boob because apparently this was my bra holding up my uni-boob. So I had, have something called Pectus Carinatum. It's a genetic disorder of the chest wall that causes it to protrude. It's also referred to as pigeon chest, and it happens to 1 in every 1,500 kids, and is 4 times as likely in males. Now on the opposite end, my brother's chest was concave, and that's called Pectus excavatum. He would actually use it as a bowl and would lie on his bed eating candy out of it. Well, might as well use what God gave you. Anyways, I digress. In middle school, my sternum stuck out so far that it actually looked like there was a fist in my shirt. To fix it, I could have undergone extensive surgery that would have kept me out of school for months in recovery, or I could wear this brace that would actually push on my chest and it would straighten out as I grew. I chose to wear the brace, but it came with its own set of unique problems. At school, I quickly became known as the Uni-boob because apparently this was my bra holding up my uni-boob. I got teased a lot, so I decided to wear under my shirt to hide it, but I was still mocked relentlessly, so I decided to do something about it. I had to take a long, hard look in the mirror and ask myself, what is my worth? What these kids are saying about me, is it really true? Am I a freak? Am I a loser? And I realized that no. Just because I have a deformity does not make me a horrible person, not worth befriending. I didn't think it was fair that everyone was judging me by what they saw on the outside instead of the fun, loving person I knew I was on the inside. And I decided to freaking own my uni-boob. And what I mean by that is, I realized that I could not control the fact that I had a deformed chest. It was my reality whether I liked it or not. But I could control how I dealt with it. When these kids would call me the Uni-boob, I would look at him and give him a nice little shimmy. I would make jokes about it right alongside theirs. I wanted them to know that I was okay with my chest and nothing they could say would bother me. And not in the standoff, I don't give a crap about anything sort of way, because that just adds fuel to their fire. People who often bully do it to get a response. If they are hurting inside and want to project that pain onto you, then they will bully you, hopefully to get a reaction of pain so that they can feel dominance. Also, often people who bully do it to fit in. They are insecure, so they think that teasing you about your differences will make them feel better about their own insecurities. In either case, when your reaction says, I'm happy being who I am, it takes away the person's ammo and they will eventually stop. After owning up to my deformity and joking about it with those who mocked me, I went from the weird kid with the uni-boob to a few months later being the funny guy with confidence that people liked hanging out with. Eventually, I would wear this underneath my shirt and then tell people to punch me as hard as they could in the chest. And when they would, it would hurt their hand. And eventually everyone stopped calling me the Uni-boob and started calling me Iron Man. Accepting the reality of the things that are out of control in your life is the only way to build up enough confidence to accomplish the things that are within your control. You've got to learn to roll with the punches that are being thrown at you, otherwise you're gonna be left bloody, bruised, and broken. And trust me when I say there is so much joy and beauty to be found in this life, even in the darkest of times. The question is whether or not you actually believe that to be true, and if so, are you actively looking for it?